everyone, we're going to find the inverse of each function and graph the function and its inverse. The inverse might not be a function. So here we have these two problems. So for the first one, let's just find the inverse. We change this to y and write it like this. And then we want to interchange the x and the y. Then solve, that is the inverse. And then you solve for y. So once you switch the x and y, you found the inverse. So, but we want to solve for y because that's not how they're going to put the answer in the back of the book. So we have x minus 1 equals 2y. Divide both sides by 2, so you're going to get x divided by 2 minus 1/2 equals y. And let's go ahead and write this as f inverse of x equals 1/2 x minus 1 over 2. All right. And let's go ahead and find the inverse of the next one first, then we'll graph these. So first, switch f of x to y, just using different notation. Because we have to switch the x and the y. So interchange your x with your y. So you get x equals y squared plus 2. That is your inverse. All right, now let's solve for x so we can graph this. X minus 2 equals y squared. Square root both sides. Don't forget to put your plus and minus. So y equals plus minus square root of x minus 2. And you put this in the calculator now that you solved for y. So now let's graph the first one and the second one. So they want us to graph. So graph this one first, and there's the inverse. And remember, these should reflect over the, I'm just going to just sketch the y equals x. Should reflect over the y equals x line. So for the first one, your y-intercept is 1, and your slope is 2. So go up 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. So let's kind of draw that. And again, this is just a bit of a sketch. Do as best as I can on here. And then let's do the inverse, which is here. Y-intercept is negative 1/2. And then your slope is 1/2. So you go up 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. So we'll sketch that. And there's the inverse. So this is f inverse. And this was f. And as you can see, they do reflect over the y equals x. Because if you fold, if this was on a piece of paper and you folded it, the lines would match up. If you folded it on this line. At this point here. All right, let's do this one. We have x squared plus 2. So it's a quadratic with vertical shift up by 2. Something like this. So it goes up like this. All right, something like that. And it's supposed to reflect over this y equals x. All right. Now for this one, let's graph the plus. This is a horizontal shift to the right by 2. It's a square root function. So you go up 1, then you go out 1, 2, 3, 4, it goes up to 2. So it's something like this. That's the positive part. The negative part goes here where it reflects over the x. Whoops, goes here. So there it is, something like that. Now, as you can see, this one's not a function, but it just said graph its inverse. It didn't say the function. So it does reflect over the y equals x. If you folded it up on this line here, creased it on this line, they should kind of match up. It doesn't really show that well on the calculator, but they are inverses. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.